Hundreds of families living near Taal have evacuated after the volcano was placed under alert level 3. National and local candidates for the May polls continue to visit several areas to secure votes. And the UAAP opens season 84 with the men's basketball tournament now being held at the Mall of Asia Arena. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with the Taal Volcano acting up once again, prompting authorities to place it under alert level 3. For the latest, we have mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez. She's reporting to us live from Agoncillo, Batangas. Pam, can you tell us, does the Taal Volcano continue to show signs of unrest as of this moment?
Good evening, Riza. So far, there are no visible signs yet since the Taal's short-lived eruption this morning, but the alert status was already raised to alert level 3, Riza.
Pam, can you give us an update also on the evacuation efforts of the local governments? How's it going so far?
Riza, according to Agoncillo Mayor Daniel Reyes, there are 552 families or almost 2,000 individuals staying in 8 evacuation centers in the municipality. Here in Agoncillo Central School, where we are right now, as per Agoncillo LGU's 5 p.m. data, almost 100 families will be spending the night here. Although some of the evacuees that we have interviewed earlier said they were unprepared as they were sleeping and they were only able to pack their clothes, Riza.
With that, Pam, will residents of these danger zones be allowed to check on their homes and livelihood at a certain time?
Here in Agoncillo, they will be given a 6-hour window from 6 in the morning until 12 noon tomorrow, so residents can feed the animals in their homes.
Pam, do you also have information as to the tourist spots that's near Taal, like the Tagaytay city? Would it be closed again amid the volcano's unrest?
Riza, so far, Phivolcs Director Renato Solidum assured the public it's still safe for tourists to visit Tagaytay and even other areas in Batangas. However, restrictions will focus on the volcano island and barangays Banyaga and Bilibinwang in Agoncillo, as well as Boso-Boso, Gulod, and Bugaan East in Laurel, Batangas, Riza.
Pam, we know that Mayor Isko Moreno was supposed to hold a campaign rally in Batangas. Did the event push through somehow?
Yes, Riza, although their first campaign rally was cut short, their 2 other campaign rallies actually pushed through in Santa Teresita and Bawan. They're also expected to hold their grand proclamation rally in Santo Tomas, Batangas tonight, Riza.
We hope there wouldn't be any violent activity with the volcano, but should there be any, what would the public have to expect as to eruptions, and what do experts would say on this matter?
Riza, so far, Phivolcs is closely monitoring the situation in Taal, but Director Solidum said they're not expecting it to escalate like what happened back in 2020. He added the alert level may be sustained if similar activity recurs, and it may be raised if renewed magma intrusion from the deep magma reservoir of Taal is detected. And they will have to wait and see if no similar activity for the next 2 weeks before they can downgrade it back to alert level 2, Riza.
Well, thank you and stay safe. That's mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez reporting to us live from Agoncillo, Batangas. Now, more than 300 families living in high-risk areas near the Taal Volcano have been evacuated as of 12 noon today. In an earlier interview here on One News, NDRRMC spokesperson Mark Timbal said they have already encouraged LGUs to make sure all residents in high-risk areas are evacuated. Phivolcs has placed the Taal Volcano under alert level 3 after a series of short phreatomagmatic bursts. Timbal noted that if the unrest escalates, officials will implement forced evacuations as some residents refuse to leave their homes.
Our experience in 2020 and 2021 in terms of Taal Taal's activity has made us more than ready for this kind of emergency. The local government units know what to do. They have the contingency plan for volcanic emergencies. The line agencies of the national government under the NDRMC have also made the necessary preparations.
Now, here are some updates on Philippine politics. About 20,000 supporters of the Robredo Pangilinan tandem have made their way to the Camanava Rock and Rosas rally in Caloocan City as of 6 p.m. Over 30 artists and bands are expected to perform in the volunteer-led community event to show support for the tandem ahead of the May polls. Vice presidential candidate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte campaigned in Pasig City earlier today. She had a meet and greet with officers of Parents and Teachers Association and Tricycle Operators and Drivers Associations. Duterte also held a dialogue with stall owners and vendors at the city's public market. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The 84th season of the UAAP Men's Basketball Tournament is finally underway. In the first match of the season, the FEU Tamaraos dominated the USD Growling Tigers en route to a 76-51 victory. The NU Bulldogs, meanwhile, opened their UAAP Season 84 campaign on a winning note as they took down the Adamson Soaring Falcons in a thriller 71-69. Now, the Ateneo Blue Eagles also continued to prove their dominance in the league as they took down fellow favorites, the UP Fighting Maroons, 90-81. Now, for the last game of the season opener, the De La Salle Green Archers and the UA Red Warriors continue to battle it out as both teams look to start their season campaign with a victory. Now, while it has been months since his departure from Gilas Pilipinas, Ateneo Blue Eagles head coach Tab Baldwin admits he still longs to be part of the national team. Speaking to Radyo 5's Power and Play with Noli Yala, Baldwin shared that he still pines to fight for the country's glory although what he misses the most is developing young players. Baldwin left his post as Gilas head coach in January, right before the February window of the 2023 FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers. Nonetheless, Baldwin is hopeful that his move to turn his attention to Katipunan would be a beneficial one.
I miss those players. You know, there's always dreams and aspirations that you have as a coach, and even though I'm an old guy and I've been around for a long time, you know, I had dreams and aspirations related to Gilas. We did some special things, and you know, I miss them.
Following the easing of COVID-19 restrictions in Baguio City, the summer capital now finally gets to celebrate a special edition of the Pagbanga Festival. Laila Pangilinan has the details.
The local government of Baguio and the city's Flower Festival Foundation have agreed to hold a special edition of Pagbanga this year. Although the activities are still toned down compared to the previous years due to COVID-19, the comeback of the fluvial parade after 11 years has made it special.
Ginawa na natin ito in the past, yung nga lang hindi masyadong ganoon kataas yung interest no ng mga competitors natin. So ang Department of Tourism Regional Office headed by Director Joey Ganongan said it is going to be the DOT who's going to take care of it.
8 floats adorned with Benguet-grown flowers were the highlight of the event. Each one carries this year's festival theme, Let Hope Bloom, which signifies the hope for the country's recovery from COVID-19. For one, boat concessionaires in Burnham Park were heavily affected by the crisis.
We live and breathe tourism here in Burnham Park. Ito yung ikinabubuhay ng Baguio, mostly tourism. So, matindi yung epekto ng pandemic.
But with the easing of restrictions, the demand for boat rides have also increased. Gia Limpin, head of the boating concessionaires in the park, is hoping for more tourist arrivals.
We're thankful. I just learned about the other night that Baguio's tourism is even higher than Boracay.
Aside from the cold weather, visitors can also get a glimpse of the Panagbenga open landscaping exhibition inside the park. A fireworks display is also expected to light up Baguio sky on Sunday night. The Session Road, meanwhile, is closed for vehicles to give way to the store's selling of local products. Those who are planning to visit the city must have an approved quarantine tourist pass from the Baguio Visita app. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, we are One News.
And for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.